Warning. The intro you are about to see is what I made with free software on my computer. It took me quite a while to complete. I acknowledge that it isn't the best quality, but please don't judge. This intro is something I wanted to do for you, the viewer, and something I want you to enjoy. All I ask is that you reserve all judgment. Thank you. Right to the point where I was before that I left off on.
Great job reaching parts and service. It seems that Funtime Freddy. Great. Great. Now carefully locate and
I was
great.
so thrilled when I got past it.
Good job.
Because
The
that
faceplate.
really
Great work. You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the Bonnie hand puppet. Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module.
Slowly up till you can see the puppet, but I didn't get it here. It was this one, I think. Go slowly, and I like jerked back. See, it does rise up. And I was like, oh look, there's the button. And I went quickly, I'm like, get it before it goes away. And it was like, yes! I completed it! I finished it! Yes!
Great job. You've acquired both power modules. This completes your tasks for the night. Please exit the building through Funtime Auditorium, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Through the Funtime Auditorium again, and I was like, ugh. I was like, not this again. And I was like, okay, I'll use the flash beacon, I'll be careful. I'm like, I don't see Funtime Foxy. And I did that, and it jump scared me, and I'm like, darn it! It's gonna start me back at the beginning of the night. I'll have to go back to the Funtime Auditorium, do the stupid hand puppet, and I'll have to go, I'll have to do all this stuff, go back through it again, and all of a sudden I heard voices. And I was like, wait, where's the game over screen? And it was like, oh, wait, what? Huh? What's happening now? And all of a sudden, it flashed those glorious, glorious words, Night 4. And it's going to do it in a moment.
Quiet.
And I was like, really, Scott?
You've been
really?
sleeping for quite
I actually got scared at the Funtime Foxy
I
jump
think
scare.
they noticed that you never left the building last night.
I was planning to stop with Night 3 because I thought it was going to take me longer to get through it. But I went right through it. I also purposely skipped the intro stuff and Baby's story and everything because I recorded that in the last 2 videos I did with Sister Location, and I thought it wouldn't be a, you guys have heard it before. Like, there's no point to me redoing it. Also, I'm not doing a death counter here, guys, because I
Don't be afraid.
purposely killed myself a bunch of times trying to get the baby minigame to complete it correctly, and I cut a lot of those times out. And I actually cut a lot of the death out, but
you're inside something that came
to give
from my
you
old
some idea, this
pizzeria.
video when I recorded it,
I don't think it was ever used.
it was around 2 hours
At least
long.
not the way it
So
was meant to
you
be
can see
used.
like it's 22 minutes right now.
Too dangerous.
So I did a lot of editing, mainly
It's
because
just
as
big
as I
enough
just
for
said,
one
I went
person to
and did
fit
the baby
inside.
minigame a lot.
But just barely.
But I didn't cut out the initial part, this initial
in the
cutscene
scooping
and my initial
Do you know why
triad,
they call it the
because
scooping room?
I wanted you guys to see
It's because, dummy,
to see my initial
this is the room
triad.
where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious.
Also, by the way, screw
Isn't
this
that a
night.
fun name
Night
for
4,
something?
where
The
it's like,
scooper.
oh, by the way,
It
at this point,
sounds
I
like
still didn't
something
know
I
what
would
was
use for
happening
ice cream
because
or
it's like
custard.
there
or
are people
sprinkles.
talking, and you
It
know,
sounds like
I don't know,
something
they're
you
talking
would want
about
at your birthday
something that
party
they're moving.
to
and
ensure
I'm in
that
this
you get
weird
a
place.
heaping portion
Like, what's going
of
on?
every
And it was
good thing.
a vast
I
difference
wonder,
from
though,
the
if
cutscenes
you were a
that were there in the
freshly
previous
opened
nights,
pint
and I
of
was
ice
like,
cream,
what is going
how
on
you
here?
would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building.
Yeah, I was kind of moving around like, what? What's going on?
Okay, bring her over.
Because, yeah, I mean, like, all of a sudden it went from, hi, you died because you got jump scared, to this.
Watch the step.
It's like,
What happened?
And as I said, I think I said this in my last video, and if I didn't, I meant to say this. I've been staying away from all the videos and the articles and everything because I wanted this to be a genuine experience for me,
We just get this over with. It's all
and
We don't have to-
I didn't really get to do that with the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Not that there was a whole lot to have a genuine experience about. I kind of did. But I also read some strategy guides and things like that. Here, I went into it completely. Yeah, I will say this night is more annoying.
There's something
I
very
assume once you get
important
past
that
what
I've learned
they
how to
dubbed
do
them the
over
mini
time.
arenas,
Do you
which
know what that
I
is?
get, but they also like
How
that. I mean,
to pretend.
no offense to the person who came up with it.
Do
It's
you
just
ever play
personally,
make-believe?
I don't like the name.
Pretend to be one way.
And that's just
When you are
that's my.
really
It
the
just
other.
sounds weird to me, which
It's
I
very
guess
important.
fits for
But
Five Nights
Laura
at Freddy's.
never
But
learns.
it's just a thing where
But
I
I
don't really
do.
care for the name. I
They
think it's a
there is
creative
something
name, actually,
wrong
mini
on the
arenas,
inside.
because, well,
The
they're
only
mini
thing that
ballerinas. So
matters
didn't really need to
is
explain that.
knowing
But-
how to pretend.
The mini arenas look weird. Like, they're vaguely like their heads, but then they're, like, below their heads, it's human. It's like a human body. Fingers,
I'll open the
arms,
faceplates
legs,
for you.
torso.
That way
everything,
they
so
can
it's
find you on the
weird.
cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend
Yeah,
that
so
you
I-
keep the
yeah, so I
spring
did
locks wound up.
This to be
Your breathing and your heartbeat are
um,
causing them to come loose.
the first experience, my first
You
impression.
don't want them to get too loose.
Also, my clicking,
Trust
like,
me.
it shows my clicking has been off. Oh, I was clicking all over the place because I didn't know how to wind up the spring locks. That's one thing. All of a sudden, it's just like, the mechanics you're given are look around with the mouse and A and D to wiggle. So I thought, okay, you wiggled to loosen up this, or you wiggled to fix the spring locks. And it's like, nope, you wiggle, you die. A lot of this video from this point forward is actually just the minigame here. I came so close at the end, guys. So close. I was like a screen away, I think. I'll see, because I do the minigame again. Yeah, so I got one screen away. I was really close. And then I died. Or I might have died on this screen, but I thought it was that screen. That was right. That screen. But anyway, towards the end of the video, I came really close. And it's weird, like, she goes diagonally for her jump instead of in an arc, which I get, it's the Atari style graphics back there. Also, so if you're going to play this on your own, something you should know, for this game, there are two important things. One, you have to be pixel perfect, basically, in your movements and your jumping and everything. Two, your timing has to be perfect, like down to the frame. Three, you need to get all the children. Four, ignore the goal. And then five, if you miss a child or you accidentally fire a cupcake or anything like that, you might as well kill baby here because you're not winning. I mean, you're just not. 15 seconds doesn't quite seem to be enough. I would say you need... So, if you get all the children, you'll know because, like, off this way that I'm jumping here, if you keep going, eventually there's a pedestal that's normally empty, and there's a sign that says goal. If you hit the goal sign, it ends right there. And you can't get the good end. See, there's the ice cream. If you got all the children, then the ice cream is good. It's worth it. But basically, you can't stop, is the problem. Like, I'm sitting here trying to time these jumps, can't do it. I came this close to beating it. But also, the thing is, I don't know if you can get... I don't know if you can get access to the minigame on that 5. It's kind of funny. This game is called... I mean, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. But it's the only game that actually has 5 nights. But anyway, I mean, it's just... Like, okay, Scott, if you want to make it a challenge, fine, but to make it where you have to be pixel perfect, I mean, come on. Did you play test this?
For
Do you
you.
have play testers?
That way they
Also,
can
I
find
hate
you
this,
on the cameras. Now all you
stupid
have
mini
to do
arena part. Not
is
because
wait.
it's like the hand puppet. I explained this in my last
I'd
video.
recommend
I
that you
don't
keep the
hate
spring locks wound
the,
up.
like the jump scares because they don't really scare me. Not with the mini arenas anyway. But the stupid, it's tedious is what it is. I actually figured out you can just fire on the platforms, which probably is quicker. Oh, and another tip. So I was saying about if you're gonna play this game and specifically for the minigame, you can hold down that slash and it'll launch multiple cupcakes. But don't do it too much and don't do it too little. See, I missed a kid and I was like, alright, I'm killing myself. I was like, let's get the cupcake, let's fire it off. Why not? The other thing is, cupcakes do not carry over from screen to screen. If you fire a cupcake on one edge of the screen, it's like a hand. So if my hand here, my fist, where a cupcake like, it ends there. It does. Bad example because it keeps on going. But like, you can see, as far as you're concerned, like, this hand no longer exists. It's just off to the side. Hey, you can't see it. But you can see it in these borders.
I'll open the faceplates for you.
So,
That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do
that's just something to keep
is
in
wait.
mind. I purposely killed myself.
I'd recommend
a bunch of
that
times.
you keep the spring
My
locks
deaths
wound up.
for this one video were probably, if I'm counting the ones where I purposely killed myself, I would say easily 30, 40, maybe 45. It's up there.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the
I
cameras.
just kept wiggling back.
Now
So that's
all
another thing,
you
by the way.
have
So
to
you can
do
only get to the minigame
is
by
wait.
dying, and it's completely random when
I'd
it shows up.
recommend that
You
you
could
keep the
get it
spring
7
locks
times in a
wound
row.
up.
You could get it. You could die 12 times and get it none of those times. I mean, realistically, if you died 12 times in a row, you probably would get it one of those times. But it's completely random. I don't even know how Scott did that, but I hate it because I want to
I'll
complete
open
the
the
minigame,
faceplates for
and
you.
it would be one thing
That way
if
they can
there's
find you on the cameras.
okay, there's an elevator keypad.
Now
What if
all
you could
you
put
have
in
to
the
do
code,
is wait.
like some code that you're supposed to find
I'd
somewhere
recommend
in the game,
that you keep
and
the spring locks
punch
wound
it
up.
in, and then you gain access to the minigame. And you can play it over and over again and it counts. You can do it in the extras menu later, but if you complete it and you didn't complete it in the game, it doesn't count. You'd have to go into the game, die over and over again, and let it happen. There were some times where I just legitimately played until I died,
I'll
just
open the
because it was
faceplates
something
for you.
different.
That way they can find you on the cameras.
I will say though, I like
Now,
the contrast
all you
between
have to
the
do
regular gameplay, which is
is
very dark, both
I'd
story-wise
recommend
and in
that you
general,
keep the
just
spring
in
locks
appearance.
wound up.
There are little to no lights, and when there are lights, there's a reason for it, which I really appreciate. So the contrast between that and the Atari minigame, which is very bright, very colorful, yeah.
I'll open the faceplates for
I
you.
do love this game. I do.
That
This
way
game
they can find you
franchise,
on the
I should
cameras.
say. I
Now,
love it,
all
but
you have to do is wait.
screw the Bonnie Puppet, screw
I'd
Funtime
recommend
Auditorium,
that you keep the
screw the
spring
mini
locks
arenas,
wound up.
screw the spring locks, and frankly, screw the minigame. The baby minigame, whatever they call it. I don't know. Screw it all. I mean, the Ballora Auditorium, at least there was music that was there, and it was well lit. And if you actually
I'll
were
open
in
the
specific
faceplates
points,
for you.
you could see Ballora go
That way
by.
they can find you on the
But
cameras.
here,
Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring
supposedly
locks
Scott
wound
did
up.
an update to make it easier for the spring locks. If he did, I don't know what he did to make a difference. Maybe, because I noticed you can knock off 2 mini arenas at the same time. Maybe that's what he did. Maybe before you had to like knock off one and then the other, which would wiggle your spring locks like loose more.
I'll open the faceplates for you.
If
That
that's
way
the-
they can find you on
Scott,
the cameras.
if
Now
you're watching
all
this,
you have to do
I'm all for a challenge.
is wait.
But don't just make
I'd
a challenge for
recommend
the sake
that
of
you
a
keep
challenge.
the spring locks wound.
How there be purpose to it? I mean, Night 3 is plenty reasonable in its challenge. Yeah, it's a little tough, but I got through it. And I was only stuck on one part and I figured it out. It just took some messing around, some trial and error. With the mini arenas, it's more or less luck because the spring locks are set to random timings. I noticed that. They're set to random timings the entire time, so there's not really room for like you have to know which spring locks that are there, and you have to know about the mini arenas and everything. It's infuriating. Anyway, I love this franchise, but it has its problems. I mean, I guess you could say any great game franchise does, but I don't know. The only thing is, like, it is a really creative idea that it's there, but it's just kind of grown out of control. ice cream. I didn't. There was one point where I touched the goal. I'm like, oh yay, the goal! I can leave. I can win. And then it was like, no, I forgot a child back there. And you're supposed to get the ice cream power up to get the true ending. But I mean, you can see. Let's see. So this is where I almost made it. Let's see where I end up. So I got past them. There should be... Oh, I think I died jumping here, right? I died on the screen. 2, 1... No, I died on this screen. So I was right. I was one screen away. If I had just gotten to the... The thing is, you have no time to waste. I'll be back with another part of this sometime later, but in the meantime, guys, I'm Ninja Sci-Fi. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about this channel. If you like Sister Location, got that. Like Telltale Games The Walking Dead, got that. Alien Isolation, you have 10 seconds, and you have 10 seconds to Cat Mario. Bunch of great games. So, you know, check out some of the other videos. And as I've said before, a lot of the Spooky Week videos had audio-video sync errors.
The faceplates for
in other words, the audio and video weren't
that
in
way they can find you
so I'm going back and fixing those, and I'll release them gradually as I get them better. But
I'd recommend
until
that
then,
you keep the spring
I
locks
did this
wound
video
down.
hoping it would tide
Your
people over
breathing and your
until then.
heartbeat are causing them to
Because
come loose.
also, I know people really like Sister Location, and I wanted to experience it myself. I love it. So guys, with that, I'm Ninja Sci-Fi, and have a good day. Bye-bye.